Welcome to Friday's market wrap up here at Top Gun Options. My name is Matthew Buckley. My call sign is Wiz, and this is exactly how I feel heading into the weekend. Ditching a hell of a lot of bad memories, never to be repeated or seen again, and heading into the weekend with a full bag of airspeed on the jet. Looking at the SPX Iron Condor we'll take a look at, and then also an Apple Iron Condor in one of my portfolios. It's looking, it's on track to expire today, this afternoon, for a $4,000 gain in 2.5 weeks. So that more or less paid for an annual max membership for our Full Throttle folks, and a 2-year membership in our Options Weapon School. So some serious lucky strike moments this week, and a lot of Braveheart hold moments, but what a blast, man. And we absolutely predicted this. I called it. I know a lot of my members, or not a lot, some of the new folks may have prematurely ejected, so to speak, with the Republican absolute stupidity clown car of not being able to pass it again or repeal and replace. I said, this isn't the big one. This isn't the Fred Sanford, and the market's going to snap back, and it did. And then what happened yesterday? God forbid that Mario Draghi says that we might be taking away the punch bowl soon, or central bankers might start doing their job. Market goes full freak mode. Again, I said yesterday and I said last night in our Options Weapon School training session last night on bullish double verticals, I said, folks, that ain't, who cares? I said tomorrow the market will snap back or at least stay flat into the weekend. We're not going to, this isn't the big one either. This isn't the Fred Sanford. So again, well, let's take a look at it live right now. The SPX Iron Condor is actually up $200. I have the 20. So obviously the bear call spread, the 24.55, 24.60 is a max profit, and the 24.25, 24.20 is going to be. I'm going to be dogfighting this thing into the close here, man. My break even for this trade to the downside is 24.23.70. So I got a nice little bit of airspeed on this jet, and there's a little bit of rally going on into the afternoon. I predicted this last night. Watch the recording if you don't think I did there. So I'm going to hang on to this one, guys. If you're still in it and you want to get out for a $200 gain right now, you don't feel like smoking, you had your 2 cartons of Lucky Strike for the week, then you might want to close it now. Me, I'm hanging out in this one, but really happy. There you go. There's the Apple Iron Condor that's up $4,100. That's this isn't a primary live trade brief portfolio. $4,100 gain, 2.5 week trade here on Apple. They're coming into their 10th anniversary of the iPhone and all that good stuff. A lot of great stuff going on with Apple. Our long-term trades are looking pretty good. And then I talked about the valuation of Apple, folks. I think Apple's undervalued, to be honest with you. We can talk about this over a beer, or I'm not a big beer drinker. I just say that to be a dude. Glass of wine, Pinot Noir, or some Camus. But Apple's trading about 11x, man. The S&P's up in what? The upper teens. So relative to the S&P 500, I think Apple's undervalued, guys. But longer discussion. Let's do a debrief of what's going on. Global stocks post the strongest first half in years. Worrying investors. Well, duh. First of all, it posts the strongest first half in years because of Donald Trump. Love him, hate him, and I go in between both of those emotions daily with the guy. He's the reason for this rally. Don't give me this bullcrap fundamentals. We got, I will say this morning, what did we get? Chicago PMI, it blew the doors off of it, man. Even my buddy Rick Santelli almost passed out on the floor of the CME, or the CBOT. 58.1, we got a 65.7. University of Michigan consumer sentiment came in hot, man. Personal income went up. Personal spending is flat, which is good. So look at this. People are making more money, and they're spending about the same. So a little bit of savings there, which can be good and bad. Again, longer discussion. We got GDP. Final GDP yesterday that came in a little warmer than expected, which was great. We were looking for a 1.2, we got a 1.4. So this is but earlier in the week we got some pending home sales that imploded. The S&P Schiller that wasn't good, and Monday was durable good. So folks, the macroeconomic picture is mixed, but you know what isn't? The dude, whether you like his tweets or not, and of course all the people indignant about him giving grief to a reporter who got a facelift, you were all indignant about Bill Clinton with a cigar and an intern, right? That's not beneath the dignity, literally, of being in the Oval Office. But Trump tweeting about a facelift is, right? Spare me your indignation. I think it was rude and gross as well. But all you people are hypocrites who think that a rapist in the Oval Office was just quite all right with you. But anyway, guys, this really is a hold your nose market. So worrying investors, of course we got to be worried. The volatility index, the VIX, doesn't even have a heartbeat, man. It's dead. Well, let's just go to the charts. Men lie, numbers don't. So the VIX, guys, smash. We're below 11 again. Guys, we had a below a 10 print the other day. We had a 973. The VIX is pricing in we will never have a hurricane again, or at least in the next 30 days is what the VIX is telling me, which look at the little freak out. So the market did pull back this week on these idiot Republicans, and it also pulled back on Mario Draghi, but we didn't even look at the spike in vol. Here's the Comey memo and whatever else the hell that was. Even these political events, folks, are getting dampened out. So I get the worrying investors part, but this is a hold your nose rally, guys. If you're going to sit on the sidelines and worry, you're missing out on the rally. But here at TGO, we're going to teach you how to potentially hedge, whether it's with VXX or SDS. So when, not if, the market rolls over and does have the Fred Sanford, you're ready for it. But stocks are higher today, man. I predicted it. I said we'd have a little bit of a snapback rally after yesterday's sell-off, and we're looking good. Tech shares are up. Our Facebook position in the I have 3 Facebook positions in accelerated retirement that are up over $40,000 year to date. There's 4 lifetime memberships already paid for. So really, really interesting week, folks. Just saw the president talking with the South Korean president in the Rose Garden. That issue is still out there, guys. That worries me, the North Korea thing. But so quick debrief. Mario roiled world markets yesterday, and today we don't give a shit. Remember, folks, when Bernanke did this, remember we'd have our little taper tantrums? Hey, when's he going to taper? Oh my God forbid the bartender's eventually going to say last call. Yeah, you drunks, get out into the daylight and get a job. So that was short-lived. That was yesterday. Christine Lagarde and the IMF poked Trump a little bit. Hey, your U.S. GDP forecasts are unrealistic. I don't disagree, but Trump's a negotiator. He's at least going to throw his bid out there or his ask and say, hey, I'd like to get 3% GDP, and that's the star we're navigating to. So, the IMF, any world body, the IMF, the UN, they're going to be poking Trump for the next 7.5 years. Deal with it. This is the closest alligator to the boat. That creeps me out. What are we going to do about North Korea, man? I think it was last 4th of July, he lit off a bottle rocket or maybe an underground nuke test hey, happy 4th of July, poking Americans. This should worry you. This is the black swan event that will bring the market down. This didn't get too much media play. Of course, we have to be talking about a female, Trump being rude to a female reporter. How about the fact that, and General Mattis said this, he said it looked like Syria was getting ready to do another chemical weapons attack, and the White House said, you will pay a heavy price. So Putin, of course, Trump is Putin's puppet, right? You guys believe that narrative. So apparently Putin got the message that said, you guys, you really want to tug on our cape, we will level Syria and maybe even go after Assad himself. So General Mattis or Secretary Mattis, I think general is a more appropriate term from him since secretary would be underneath him. So really didn't hear this in the media at all. This could have been ugly, and it was averted by muscle. Brazil, shocked to find out this week that there's corruption in Brazil. Temer charged with corruption. You guys know I have to disclose I work with a lot of folks that are involved in this scandal, JBS and Wesley and the Batista family and the brothers. I'm going on a speaking tour with them here in like a 25-city tour coming up. So good people, great people. It's just, hey, man, there's corruption in politics. But this really didn't even hit our EWZ positions that badly. They're still not doing too bad. I mean, our EW, it's up $700 year to date, beats a stick in the eye. Well, let me take a look here. And our bull put spread that I put on this week is up $625. That expires next Friday. Let's see what this one. I want to leg into an iron condor here. So this has a 79% probability of gaining $1,400 in 2 weeks. I want to leg into an iron condor in Brazil. We'll talk about this next week. Remember, for my members, Monday, Tuesday, man, take the day with pay. We're not doing anything, and I'm not rescheduling stuff. I'm actually enjoying a little time off here. Russia, Putin. Watch the Putin interviews. The dude's a smart dude. Very smart guy, but our RSX trade's getting hit a little bit since we did slap him with some more sanctions. He doesn't give a shit, folks. We talked about the healthcare fiasco. It is a fiasco. Republicans are going to own this clown car, even though in 2008 I said the same thing. Let the financial system implode. Let the phoenixes rise from the ashes, and we didn't. We got involved in capitalism. The government did, and we should be regretting it ever since. Same thing with healthcare. I agree with Trump and some Republicans. Get out of the way. Let it implode. Let everybody start bitching and rioting and go, oh, now do you want us to fix it? The Democrats did this. We didn't. So the Republicans are snatching defeat from the jaws of victory. I can't stand it. I'm going to go Gordon Gekko. Take a look at my Facebook page. I put a picture of Gordon Gekko the other night. was out to dinner by myself, of course, and posted a picture of Gordon Gekko and go, hey, man, I really don't give a shit about your healthcare situation. I don't. It's none of my business. Nowhere in the U.S. Constitution does it say it's the government's responsibility to give you healthcare. That is the problem with our country now, is this entitlement. Generations of people who think they are entitled to shit that they don't pay for. Can't stand it. I'm sick of the healthcare. There's my Gordon Gekko moment. Janet and a couple lieutenants talked this week. They really need to start dialing up interest rates if they want to sit on this equities rally, but they're not. And again, talked about the VIX. Anxious investors try to hedge against a big sell-off even as the good times roll. We really need to keep one eye on the exit as this market rallies. Crude stabilized this week. WTI and Brent lower 40s last time I looked. So the freak out last week about holy crap, here comes crude again. It didn't happen, and our ExxonMobil positions are starting to get airborne again and look at some good money there. And that's about it, guys. Really, really, I'm glad this week is over with, put in the rearview mirror, never to be addressed again. But we had a great time. Apple Iron Condor's looking good. I'm going to spend the rest of the day. I'm taking my boy Jack down to the art district. The Wynwood Art District in Miami, since he's my artist. And look at this. There's your Iron Condor, up $560. It was up 75 when I started talking. Now it's up $500. As I talk, it makes money. So most likely going to get out of this thing. I don't know if I'm going to try and squeeze out the full max profit by the end of the day. I'm going to be on my phone looking at it. It does have a potential of making a full $2,000 today, as long as the S&P finishes above 24.25. And it looks like, hell, we might 24.30 might be the pin risk. And if it does, we pin up at 24.30. That's $2,000. My members in the weekly options service potentially could have made $2,000 this week, which is a defensive annual slot. Just a quick reminder to my month-to-month members, you're losing money, man. Contact support at topgunoptions.com or give us a call, 754-300-1084, to upgrade into an annual. Take some of these potential profits and invest it in your annual membership. Okay, I got to get going. I'm taking my boy Jack down to Miami to take a look at some art stuff. I'll be on my phone the rest of the day trading and sending out alerts as needed. Have a great rest of your weekend, guys. I probably won't be doing a Monday market outlook or any of that stuff, so have a great, happy, and safe 4th of July. And remember why we celebrate the 4th, right? We shed off the shackle of tyranny, and we started our own pretty good damn place, okay? Any of these type of holidays, I always remember the 10 of the best men this country has ever seen, and one of the finest women as well, Kara Hultgreen. Okay, guys, have a great weekend. Happy hunting. Make sure you hedge. God bless, and great things going on, and I'll talk to you guys next week.